Hey guys, what is going on? This is your old pal CHH. We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you guys some exciting news. So the biggest thing I've been getting questions about is definitely Night of the Living Dead. I would say that as much, if not even a little bit more than Elm Street. And finally, we have some concrete information. Now, the release, we heard Savini say a few things. So far, he said that, they were going back to the drawing board with this movie, trying to make it more the original vision that he had, insert some stuff that was cut out of the film. We never were told exactly how much was going to be in there, but he did describe one thing he wanted to do, which is very, very important. I want to talk about this in case you didn't see the YouTube short I did on this. Mr. Savini said that his original intent with the remake was he wanted to start the movie with a black and white look, and while the intro was going, the film starts gradually turning into color. That was something that I think the studio was against at the time, or he just didn't fight hard enough for it. I don't know. He talks about being pretty checked out during that movie. I think he said he was going through a divorce. George Romero had to go work on the dark half, and I don't know if him and John Russo got along all that well. It was a chaotic making of, quite frankly. But that's one thing we know for a fact is that the movie is going to have the intro that Mr. Savini, Tom Savini, wanted to do originally, which is the black and white intro. There's a lot of gore and horror sequences that we learn about in this book, Night of the Living Dead 1990, the version you've never seen. He said that the movie is going to be about 60 to 65% of what he originally intended. So that leads me to believe that a lot of the gore sequences will be reinstated. To what extent, that we don't know. But 60 to 65% is a pretty good indication of what to expect with this release. Now, when is the release coming out? The release is coming out in September 23rd. So Tom had said it was October, which he's not really too far off. It's the end of September. Let's take a look at the release right now. So as you can see, the release is going to sport the original theatrical poster, the 35th anniversary, and at the bottom it says includes uncensored version of the film for the first time ever. 35th anniversary, 4K plus Blu-ray plus digital. Now the steelbook is going to sport some cool images. You'll see it says worse than death with some of the zombies in the film, and then there's the girl on the other side with that kind of creepy voodoo-looking zombie guy, that really skinny guy at the bottom, which was my favorite zombie of the film. There is a fate worse than death is what it reads, and on the back you get the mama zombie that we would see in the movie that made our Barbara get really upset in the film. And it is 2 discs. Now, here's one thing I think some people may have questions about, like Christian. Okay, what if I don't really like the director's cut of the film? What if it's cool, but it's not the way I want to enjoy watching the film so often? Well, then it would be really beneficial if the 4K also included the theatrical cut. Now, the question is it? Yes, we have those answers. What we're going to do now, this probably won't be a very long video, but what we're going to do now is we're going to go look at the special features for this. Now, I'm getting this from ScreenConnection.com. Shout out to them. Sony Pictures has officially announced that they will release Night of the Living Dead 1990 on 4K Steelbook with a new uncensored cut in celebration of the 35th anniversary. The limited edition 4K will be available to own beginning September 23rd. Okay, so let's go to the special features. Now, this says at the top, special features subject to change, which hopefully just means there'll be more stuff than what we're reading. So we'll see about that. On the 4K disc, 2 versions of the film presented in 4K resolution with Dolby Vision. We have the new uncensored cut, supervised by Tom Savini. The uncensored cut restores moments of graphic violence and delivers an alternative vision of this horror classic. So there you go. That's another thing. People are asking, is it going to have VHS inserts? No, restored moments. So that's good. So I think the intro is probably going to end up being the biggest thing about this, but regardless, it's going to be great to see some moments that were trimmed down. And we also have the 1990 theatrical version, so there you go, guys. If you end up not preferring the director's cut, which is totally fair, some of you may want to have it, but not be the way you want to always watch it, you're going to have the theatrical cut. We have Dolby Atmos, and then a 5.1 and a 2.0, and the 2.0 is for the theatrical only. We have a new commentary with Tom Savini, moderated by Michael Felsher. Congrats to him. Now, let's go look at the Blu-ray disc, because this is going to be equally as important. On the Blu-ray disc, they do not have the 4K unrated version. It says just the theatrical version of the film presented in HD sourced from the 4K master. So at least there's that. In case you're not a 4K person, you can still get an updated master of the film. We have a 5.1 and 2.0. We have archival commentary with Tom Savini. Now we actually have a slew of new features. We have a new interview with Bill Moseley. We have a new interview with William Butler. A new interview with actors McKee Anderson and Heather Mazur. New interviews with producer John Russo and Russell Streiner. Yes, Russell and John, yes! Yes! I'm so glad that they got them. You guys need to realize how old these guys are. I'm so glad that they're still with us. God bless them. Yes! Interview with Tom Dubunsky. New interview with zombie performers Greg Funk and Dirk Ashton. Then we have archival stuff. The Savini's Night with the director Tom Savini featurette. Being Barbara with Patricia Tallman, who is fantastic in this film. Return to the Living Dead with special makeup effects supervisor John Vulick and Everett Bureau. The Dead Walk making of featurette and theatrical trailer. So there you have it, guys. Now, the other question people have is, will there be a standard release? I don't know. Probably not. Look at the way Sony handled Fright Night. They put the movie out on 4K as a steelbook, and have just kept that available. So I wouldn't bet on there being a standard release, which could be somewhat of a disappointment for some of you guys, and I totally understand that. But it is what it is. Other than that, guys, I think a lot of you are probably going to be pretty excited about this. I know I'm very excited about this. Some would even say I'm just as excited about this as much as Elm Street stuff. But this is not. I'm a Living Dead guy. I am. Romero's my favorite director. I love his work. I love John Russo. I love Tom Savini. I love these Living Dead films. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be the news for today. Not a super long video, but be excited. And the pre-order will come soon. It's not available at the time of this recording as far as I know, but I'm sure it will be on Amazon. Don't worry. And don't worry what the price says initially, because they always hike it up when they first get listed. I don't know why, but I rest assured you're not going to pay what the initial listing price is. I don't know why they do that, but don't freak out. There you have it, guys. Be excited. Horror history is going to be made. We are going to see a film the way we probably never thought we would have seen it. Rejoice. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.